to, minutes to be pardon? Okay. Minutes to be approved. Hearings, conduct and scheduling. Reports and announcement from the mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. Certainly, I want to again thank council for its support of the Salvation Army Community Center. And we'll be hearing more from them this week, and certainly appreciate that. We are continuing with our efforts to recruit businesses. I think you see that at 1705 Noble, the business that is there, the RCI has moved into East Cleveland. They're making renovations to that piece of property. There are many things that we are looking forward to. We have demolished a number of houses on Shaw Avenue in the past couple of weeks, making room really for the neighbors who live there and making them more comfortable, getting rid of hazardous vacant and abandoned houses. Thank you again to Councilman Tom Wheeler for his cooperation and real work in helping us identify those places that needed to go. And I'm sure the residents of Shaw, as well as Ardenall, which we're going to be tearing down some more vacant and abandoned houses in Ward 3, I'm sure that those residents will express their appreciation, which is due to Councilman Tom Wheeler. I know he doesn't pound his chest, he doesn't go out and say what he's going to do, but it's his quiet persistence and diligence and service that really serves the residents well. So residents of Ward 3 are certainly well served by Vice President Tom Wheeler. I guess with that, many other things to be discussed on the agenda this evening. Madam President, appreciate you just allowing me to highlight a couple of the items that we consider when we think about selling property to individuals. When we talk about selling land bank property, it's an open process. The process has been open for a long time. There was only one applicant for this piece of property. He was the only one. He applied months before he became a city councilman, perhaps even before he applied to run for city council. The process in East Cleveland has just taken a while, and it has taken a while for too long. We're trying to streamline it. And again, it's a recommendation before council. There was a neighborhood advisory committee that reviewed this. There were public meetings held on this. It was reviewed by the committee, recommended by staff, that it be sold by the city to a person who is now a member of council. He was not when it was originally applied for. He was not when it was being considered. He was not when it was being evaluated. He was the only one. This piece of property has been vacant and left standing, and in some cases open for years. The bricks on the chimney fall down into the neighbor's driveway, creating a hazard for that adult neighbor and his children as they ride their bikes. It's on a good residential street. It could be stabilized. It is my understanding that the person who is interested in buying it, whose legislation is on the agenda tonight, wants to renovate and live in it. It is not worth $100,000. The exterior of it looks decent, but the inside is a wreck. The inside is an absolute wreck. There's water damage, there's sewer damage, there's all sorts of things. It will require about $70,000 to $80,000 worth of rehabilitation to even live in. So that's the process. And again, with the qualifications that people have to go through, when we sell a piece of property to someone out of the land bank, or when we recommend it, because ultimately council decides whether or not we're able to sell this to an individual, we look at the current pieces of property that individual who's applying owns in the city of East Cleveland. Again, application submitted. Some individuals who apply for a piece of property own a lot of property. And that property is in some cases in disrepair. That property that they own is in some cases in tax arrearage. And then what we recommend to this council, sometimes we will not recommend an applicant who already has pieces of property